Right guys, just been seeing Nick, my mate, at the Kia Suzuki main dealership there. As I said before, we're not allowed to film on site. So been to look at a few Part X's this morning, Saturday morning, before I get into work, straight in there to look at motors. So we'll get back to the unit and we'll discuss what cars it is I've seen today and what we think the score is going to be with them. So back at the unit after looking at those cars this morning. Done a quick video of the Viva. I realised two cars I was complaining were taking a while to stick. I actually hadn't done walk around videos on them, and they're more expensive cars, and I've done walk around on the cheaper cars. Never actually done a walk around video for the Viva. So I did a walk around video on the Viva because I did have someone on Instagram asking me about it, and they were looking to travel quite a long way. So I said, well, I'll do a video for you. Realised I hadn't actually done one at all, so got that to put up live, and I realised I haven't actually done the same thing with the Hyundai either. Sorry, the Kia Ceed. I'm talking about the Kia Pro Ceed. Haven't done a walk around video on that, and it's a stunning looking car, and that's exactly what it actually needs, is a good walk around video. So we'll do a walk around video on that in a bit. So what did I find when I went and saw Nick at the main dealers? Right, what we had up for grabs was, I might get fancy and put pictures in a second. I might not. It depends how much time I have for editing. But we found a 2008 BMW 1 Series diesel with a 2-litre diesel in it, and it's the M Sport. So it's the highest spec one. Done, I think it was 120,000 miles on it. Looks okay, got some micro blistering in the paint where someone's done some paint on it, but it is a 2008 car after all. Nothing I think actually needs doing wise on it. It does need an MOT. It's got a light on for a traction control problem with it, so that might be an ABS ring or something on the old on that. Now obviously that's not a car I'd normally go for. I don't normally like the BMWs, but it's going to be a cheapie, that one, and it's going to be a sub £3,000 car, and that's what I need, is sub £3,000 cars at the moment. And it should make a cheap, nice car for someone, and I think some of the local lads might like the M Sport setup on that. The other one was another BMW, but this is a bit more probably my cup of tea. It being a 318 SE Touring, so petrol engined. I think it's 2 litre, isn't it? It's not actually a 1.8, it's a 2 litre, isn't it, on those, I think. So 2 litre petrol in estate, in gunmetal grey, which is always a nice looking car. Round here, an estate car is always going to be popular. It's got a petrol engine because people are on a bit of a down on diesels at the moment, aren't they? So that's probably a bonus. And the mileage is sensible, 85,000 miles, I think, with a really good history. To be fair, the 1 Series has got a really good history, and it's just had quite a large bill on it for servicing. So I think it's actually been looked after. So that, but the one I really wanted was the Fiat 500 he had on offer, which is another white lounge, and we know Fiat 500 white lounges sell for me super well. 2013, 45,000 miles, just had its cam belt done. The interior, mint, guys. Later video I will show the car, but the interior is mint. You know how long I spend cleaning those check interiors on those lounges. This one is mint. I won't have to do it at all. Really, really clean car. Like I say, just had the cam belt done. It's like retail ready, just needs to get an MOT on it. That's my lunch. The BMW estate actually has got an MOT till December, and it was a good MOT as well, so I won't have to MOT that one. The 1 Series I will have to MOT, which means getting the ABS thing sorted. The 500 will need an MOT, but it's super clean. I can't see it needing too much. That should be a cracking bit of stock. The BMWs, who knows? Not sold BMWs before, and I know in the comments down below it's going to be laden with timing chain warnings on it. But they're all at good prices, and Nick's done me a good deal on prices again. The way we work is, he was low on the 500. I said to him, you're a bit low on the 500, mate. It's had the cam belt done. I actually think that's worth more than you're offering it to me at, so I bumped that up. I told him I didn't really want the BMWs, and he said, well, the one, obviously the estate, it's got the long MOT on it. It's a really nice nick. It's low mileage. You need to be giving me, half decent money on that. But the 1 Series, obviously, it's higher mileage. It's not, it's not as good a condition as the other one. So let me have a deal on that. And that's the way we work. If he's low on a car, I'm going to tell him he's low on a car, because other cars I might need to say he's a bit too high on. And I think he appreciates that, and it seems to be a good working relationship. So that is the score. we'll do videos as those arrive. I've got Adrian coming out of retirement on Tuesday because he's been off with COVID to pick up 4 cars, because we've also got a, what did I buy? High-end i40 still over there that I've bought diesel. My last video was I've been buying too many cars, I need to slow it down, and I bought another 4 cars, guys, straight out the gate. And again, the only thing that really sold was a cheapie. But like I say, the reason being, those 3 cars today, they're all sort of sub 5 grand, so they're banging the marketplace I sell all the time. The only thing is, I don't know how BMWs go. I've not done BMWs before, so that'll be a learning curve for me. Anyway, have my lunch, give this a wipe over, get a walk around done on this. This is going to be a screaming bargain for someone. I think I'm going to knock it down and we're going to just pick it up. We're going to put it at a price that's 500 odd quid below what Auto Trader is. Just need to get the money out of this now. Don't understand why it hasn't moved quicker. It is a fantastic looking car. 55,000 miles on the 1.6 diesel, drives beautiful, it's got a new MOT on it. It's fully laden with the reversing camera, the aircon, the cruise control, the USB input, leather door cards. It's like I say, it's a fab looking vehicle. So, but I have been slack not doing a walk around video on it, which is probably one thing that's gonna sell on it. But yeah, if you need something that's really sporty looking, but you need super low road tax, really high MPG, because you've got to do quite a bit of miles for work or whatever, this is bang on. Should be selling no problem. Another thing, guys, I have had an idea. I've been offered that much stock recently that I have been thinking about it. Here's an idea, and some of it I don't really want, but it's been offered to me at the right price. Whether I start up a second website or Facebook page for trade-to-trade sales, where I offer all the vehicles pre-prep, because I know a lot of people are struggling to get hold of stock, and I'm actually not struggling to get hold of stock at all. So I'm wondering if I should be offering, another offering from Chops Garage, which is trade sales, where all the vehicles are offered, even if they're prepped, they're offered out at trade prices, so I can keep things moving along and keep the door open where I'm offered all this stock. You know, just stick a few £100 on them. You know, a bit like the boys over at Salvage Rebuilds, where they'll often, some of the cars, they will just sort of tidy up, get it running, driving, make sure the basics are okay, and just trade it onto somebody else. You know, just get a day's graft out of it and let somebody else do the whole full retail thing. So it was an idea. Now the question is, are there many of you watching the channel in the trade, or that have started out doing a small bit of trading, that would be interested in buying them? Obviously the prices would be a lot lower than the retail prices, but you would have to be trade. You would have to be sign off to say you are a trade buyer. Trade to day sales means that basically there's no comeback whatsoever. The vehicle is as you see it on the channel or on the videos or whatever, is as you see it, and whatever else needs to be done after that is down to you. A lot of people message me and ask for trade prices on cars, but I'm not sure they entirely realise. Normally people that are non-trade don't realise that trade purchase of a vehicle carries no warranty, no comeback whatsoever. You buy it as is, you take the risk, but you obviously get it at quite a lower price. And that might mean that I could just keep stock moving over quicker, because to be honest, what I love about this game is having lots of different cars, getting to drive them, getting to tidy them up, you know, that kind of thing. Yes, obviously selling retail is nice, but I've got all this space outside that I could completely full of cars, but I couldn't prep them all for retail. I wouldn't have the time. It would be more better almost as a holding ground for cars, if I can get them at the right price, to then, like I say, sell on to someone, trade onto other people, trade with just a little bit of margin on top, and let them crack on and do that. So yeah, comment down below, what's your thoughts on that?